Guys, what's going on? It's Spy Cat, and this is another actor whom I collect. Good old, known for the mustache, Bob Saget. He was in Magnum P.I., although I didn't really like that show when I was a kid because it was kind of... It started in like 1980, so I just never got into that show. A lot of people like that show. But I'm going to show you guys a pile of movies with Bob Saget in them, starting from his earliest role down to his latest role. That's how that goes. And here we go. Anyway, guys, the very first movie that I have that he was in my collection was The Sagets. The Sackets. Not Bob Saget, The Sackets. With Sam Elliott. And Tom Saget. No, Tom Selleck. Tom Saget. Okay, this is really getting me mixed up, guys. Let's just go on to the next movie. But this is a VHS copy of this movie right here. Kind of cool. Put out by Warner Brothers. And, it's kind of a Western excitement in the tradition of Lonesome Dove. That's what it says up there. So that's what I said. Because I don't really remember much of this movie. I just have it in my collection because it has Tom Selleck in it. Tom Saget. No, I said it right that time. Bob Saget. No, Tom Selleck. Not Bob Saget. How did Bob Saget get in this? I have no freaking clue. But anyway, guys, Tom Selleck's from Detroit, Michigan. He was born January 29th, 1945. And he's 71 years old. Everybody's getting old. Spy Cat's getting old. Oh, man. I hope my channel isn't getting old. Yeah, here we go, guys. Anyway, the second movie I have that Bob Saget was in was Divorce Wars, which came out in 1982. Kind of a... I don't know, I wouldn't say it's a romance film because they're getting divorced. But it's from the Archive collection, kind of an old school movie. This was a year before I was born. I don't know. Has anyone seen this movie? I haven't, but I had to get it for my collection because it's Tom Saget. No! Tom Selleck! Why do I keep saying that? I have no idea. And then a couple years after that, guys, he was in Three Men and a Little Lady. This one came out in 1987. That wasn't a few years. That was like freaking 5 years after that. But this is the movie that I remember when I was a kid. When I was really young, my parents rented this movie at the movie store, and I loved it. I think I actually watched Three Men and a Little Lady before I watched Three Men and a Baby. But yeah, this is a great movie. All-star cast. Ted Danson, Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg. Guttenberg? Is he a gluten-free Guttenberg? I gotta stop with the jokes, man. Seriously. And why am I talking to myself? I'm talking to you guys. Who cares? Let's just go on. He was in Her Alibi, where I guess he's her alibi. Tom Selleck plays her alibi. Yeah. I guess so. Here's a snapback version of that crap. And he's a clown? What's going on there? He was also in An Innocent Man, which came out in the same year that in the same year that Her Alibi came out. I am really messing up this video, guys. Sorry, but I don't want to redo this crap. Let's just keep rolling. Anyway, 1989, the same year that he was in Her Alibi, he was in one of my favorite movies of all time. This movie right here is definitely the best Bob Saget movie that I personally like. Why Is That Mouse in the Way? Wow, this has turned into a real ghetto video here. But Innocent Man is just a great movie. Kind of reminds me of Lock Up with Sylvester Stallone. He's basically getting screwed over. He's an innocent man. He gets framed. I remember the cops mess up. They break into a house and they break into the wrong house, and it's Tom Selleck house. They think that he is a drug seller of I think coke or something like that, and they kind of mess him over. And because the cops realized that they messed up, they had to frame Bob Saget. So they plant bags of coke all over his apartment, knowing that he's innocent. And then Tom Selleck has to do a bunch of time in prison, and he wants to get justice. He wants to figure out who framed him and stuff like that. And I remember his wife is trying to find out that these cops are really dirty, who planted evidence in his house. And why he had to spend all that time in prison. Really good movie. One of my favorite movies of all time. This is Tom Selleck's. It's like I said, it's Tom Selleck's best movie. Quigley Down Under. This movie right here it's a good movie, you know what I mean? It's basically about when they had to go to the pygmies. They were going and shooting all the pygmies. I don't remember much about this movie, but yeah, they go over down there. They're trying to like get the pygmies. And if you guys don't know, I haven't watched this movie in a while, but I kind of heard that what did I hear? I don't want to explain that. So basically, like, evolution is wrong. That's just, you know, what I think. And you know, all the skulls of the apes to kind of, what is it? To go with their theory in school to make you not kind of believe in God is that they say that you evolved from monkeys. So to find skulls to prove that in school, or to prove it to people, scientists, they went to these countries because these people had different bone structures on their skulls because of the place that they lived. So they kind of use that as a reason to say that we all came from monkeys or something like that. Look into that. I don't want to go into that. You can look it up on the internet if you want. I have a bad time explaining that. I did a pretty horrible job at that. And I have the Blu-ray copy, and I have the Western Legends copy of that because I like collecting those. And this movie came out in 1990, a year later. Wow, this is totally ghetto. Don't know why I'm messing this video up, guys, but oh well. Three Men and a Little Lady. One of my favorite movies besides Innocent Man. Definitely. Comes these ones. Let's see. He was in Folks. This movie I think is out of print. This is an Anchor Bay one. Folks came out. When did Folks came out? This one came out in 1992. Great movie. Tom Selleck and his folks. His mom and pop. His dad and mom. Mama and Papa Bear. This ain't Berenstain Bears. I don't know why I just said that. And then, you know what? This is a great movie, too. I remember I really liked Mr. Baseball. Just a great movie. He isn't doing that good in the major leagues, so he basically, to keep playing baseball, they send him over to Japan, I think, to play over there. And he's, like, super tall and everything there. And it's just a great movie. He meets this, falls in love with this, the daughter of, I think, the coach or something like that. But this is a great movie. I love Mr. Baseball. I have that one, and I have the snapback version of Mr. Baseball, too. Great movie. He plays Sam Elliott. No, does he? Right? I think he does. No, Jack Elliott. I'm tripping. Reading that wrong off IMDb. IMBD. Who cares? And a couple movies left, guys. This movie I just got on my last random pickups to have it in this Tom Selleck video collection of mine. And it's The Love Letter. Tom Selleck, Ellen DeGeneres. I don't know who these other guys are. Oh, that's the guy in, what's the movie? Dead Man on Campus and My Boyfriend's Back, I think. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Who cares? But it's a love letter, a comedy that pushes the envelope. Maybe about a love letter? That's a Tom Selleck one I haven't seen. And the latest movie that I have that he's in, he was in a real small part in In and Out, where he plays a gay guy. That's what In and Out's about. That was it for my Tom Selleck collection. Sorry, it was totally ghetto, totally stupid, and yeah, who cares? See you guys for the next actor. Hopefully I won't mess up as much as I did in this video.